Hey everyone, welcome to High Energy Girl, a podcast helping women to age stronger because it is never too late to get fit, be strong, and feel sexy. I'm your host, Tracee, health coach and personal trainer and founder of highenergygirl.com. Each week, we will either have a guest interview, which will provide you encouragement or an actionable tip to help you age stronger, or I will do a solo episode. Please also join our awesome Facebook group called High Energy Girls, and I'm looking forward to see you on the inside of that group and hope you enjoy today's show. Create Whole Body Wellness, a powerful new advancement in energy medicine. Increase your energy, empower your life. I am super excited to announce that I am now a bioenergetics practitioner. And many people are like, well, what is bioenergetics? So imagine that our body is controlled by our energy field, and these fields get distortions and blockages, which create physical and emotional symptoms. So how do we get energy blockages? From stress, toxins, EMFs, emotional traumas, physical scars, and physical traumas. All you need to do is decode the human body field to get to the root cause and restore your energy for life. For more information, head on over to the blog at highenergygirl.com/bioenergetics with an X. That's BIOENERGETIX, and heal your energy for life. Hey everyone, welcome to High Energy Girl. And today we're going to do a little solo. So just because I'm kind of frustrated with a client told me some stuff that her doctor told her. And I just was like, wow, I can't believe your doctor said that. And in all honesty, I don't blame the doctors. It's just that their education doesn't teach them about holistic lifestyle changes. Things that you can do to prevent disease, reverse things like that. Now, I am going to say I'm not your doctor, so, that whole disclaimer thing, right? This podcast contains the opinion and thoughts of its host and guests. It is intended to provide helpful and informative material on the subjects covered. All statements made on the podcast have not been evaluated by the FDA and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. If the listener requires professional assistance or advice, please contact your personal medical doctor. Both host and guest specifically disclaim any responsibility for any liability, loss, or risk, personal or otherwise, which is incurred as a consequence directly or indirectly of the use and application of any of the contents of these episodes. Like I said, this is my opinion and I could be wrong. So I decided just to do a riff and come on here and talk to you about some health tips that I think will help you change the trajectory of your life. Just kind of random little bits of things that you can incorporate, like starting right now, okay? So first of all, if you haven't already done our Lean Lady Challenge, you might want to start there because we give so much information, and the coach that actually works with me at High Energy Girl, she's a physician's assistant with a holistic slant, okay? So she's amazing with me. And the other announcement is I'm doing an emotional eating course coming up because honestly, your food choices are often determined by your emotions, and it's just a habit. You can break through that habit when you're ready, okay? So I'm going to be having that course coming up really soon, so stay tuned, okay? So tip number 1 is do not drink your calories in the form of a sugary drink, okay? If you crave soda, that contributes to heart disease, type 2 diabetes, cancer, all kinds of stuff. Even Diet Coke is filled with chemical toxins. Aspartame is awful for you. So if you like that fizz and you like that little bit of sweet, what you can do is get Zevia. Now Zevia is like clear because it doesn't have the artificial coloring. It is sweetened with stevia. And my husband, who's like a Diet Coke head, he actually switched to Zevia and he loves it. I like the root beer. Probably have one maybe once a week. I'm not a big sweet drinker any longer. But I'll tell you that drinking that stuff is addictive because you like that caffeine and that sugar hit. It's just like a drug. So just make a commitment to ditch it. Try the Zevia instead. Or you can do just plain enhanced sparkling water like the LaCroix or the Bubble brand. Those are all good. I actually have a Soda Stream. It's a CO2 pumper, and then that gives me the fizz. But don't drink fizz all day long, you guys. It's acidic. Okay, so you want filtered tap or filtered water that's flat to counter it. Okay, so maybe 1, 1, 1, 1, like switching off. Okay. The other thing is read your labels. I mean, ideally, you're going to eat food that doesn't have a label, right? It's a whole food. So there's really no label. But I know we have to eat that stuff sometimes, but be careful of your labels. I'll tell you, I was at Costco the other day and I saw this keto product and it said it was keto, but there was 2 different forms of sugar in it. Well, let me tell you, that is not keto. All right. Most of keto is just whole foods. But when we do make things that are keto, no sugar is keto. Sorry, no wheat flour. Almond flour, coconut flour, yes, but wheat flour, no way, never. It is super, super inflammatory. If you don't believe me, read the books Grain Brain or Wheat Belly. It will explain it in full detail, both written by a doctor. Okay? So read your labels. Check for hidden sugars. Anything ending in ose is sugar. Okay? We don't want sugar. You don't need it. It is horrible for you. Avoid snacking. So here's the deal. Your digestive system consumes a ton of energy in your body. So you don't want to be making it work on overdrive all day. You want to avoid snacking. Plus, we often tend to snack mindlessly. We want to eat mindfully, right? We want to eat and listen to our body's wisdom, which is way smarter than our brain. And just know your hunger signals and ask yourself when you're reaching for that handful of nuts or you're reaching for that protein bar, am I really hungry or is this just a habit? And ask yourself, what am I feeling right now that is making me reach for that snack? Are you bored? Are you stressed? Or is it just a habit? Okay, so find out what it is. But I'll tell you that snacking in between meals will not only help you lose weight, but it will also help you have autophagy. So you want your body's digestive system to rest, not be working on overdrive all day. That way your energy is able to go and do better things, okay? Healing types of things. Okay, next tip, get enough sleep. Sleep is underrated. So many people tell me they can't sleep. So I'm going to give you some tips to hack your sleep, all right? Number 1, have a bedtime ritual. So I alternate mine because I want to do a lot of different things before bed and because time is an issue. So you want to, make sure that you have a really nice bedtime ritual. Okay. So avoiding blue light is key. So let me show you. Oh, shoot. They're not down here. They're in my bedroom. So blue light blocking glasses are amazing because the blue light makes your brain thinks it's daytime. All right. So it shuts off melatonin production, and that's not what we want. We want our melatonin to naturally produce so our body goes along the circadian rhythm and it just thinks it's time for sleep. So you can get blue blocking glasses anywhere, all right? They're really, really important. So then your body will start producing melatonin. Some other tips for nighttime: do quiet activities like stretching, reading a real book with pages, taking magnesium. I take 400 milligrams of magnesium every single night. And another really good practice is journaling. So you mind dump and you let all of the things that are stressing you out onto paper, okay? That means your to-do list. That means any stressors that happen during the day. Just dump it all out, create space, and then replace it with things that serve you and support you, such as gratitude, affirmations, and your vision statement. And then we're going to talk about gut health, because do you know that you have more bacteria in your body than you do cells? That's right. You have good bacteria and you have not so good bacteria. So you want the good bacteria and ditch the bad bacteria. Well, guess what? You know what feeds the bad guys? Sugar. That's right. Sugar feeds the bad guys. So we want to ditch the sugar and then feed the good guys. So how do you do that? Well, probiotics are good guys, right? Fermented foods are good guys. They're little strains of different types of bacteria, while prebiotics are the fertilizer. Okay, so it makes those good guys grow. And so we want to take prebiotics. I take some every single night before bed. I like psyllium husk, and so that's what I do a lot. But also inulin is one prebiotic fiber. There's a whole bunch of others, and you can find them at your local vitamin store. No big deal. But you want both probiotics and prebiotics, okay? Stay hydrated. This is, 10:40 here. This is my 3rd liter of water. Now it's a little excessive today. The heater's on in the house, so I'm like dehydrated from the heater, feeling dry, so I'm drinking more and more water today. So stay hydrated. A gallon a day is what I do, at least probably. But if you do a liter by 9, 12, 3, and 6, assuming you wake up around 6 p.m., and go to bed around 9. That way you've had 3 hours to empty your bladder, and hopefully you won't wake up in the middle of the night. But I'll tell you, what's the difference between a grape and a raisin? And what do you want to look like? I want to look more like a grape, but at 55, I'm starting to look a little raisiny, but I try to plump my skin through the inside out with collagen and water. Now, intermittent fasting. I'm reading a great book all about fasting by Dave Asprey. He just came out with it, and I've been doing intermittent fasting for, maybe 4.5, 5 years, and I love it. But the primary reason I do it is because of autophagy. This is your body's recycling and dumping of damaged cells, okay? What is cancer? A damaged cell. We want to have our immune system be strong so it can recycle and get rid of all of those in our body. So I do all kinds of different fasting. So you can do 16-8, which means you don't eat for 16 hours and you keep your eating window to 8 hours, or 18-6. Or you can do OMAD. That means you go from dinner to dinner, essentially fasting for like 23, 24 hours a day. Don't do that all the time because you won't hit your protein goal, but it's good to weave in different modalities so your body doesn't get used to what you're doing. You want to constantly keep it guessing and keep mixing things up. And always make sure you get your protein goal. Also, intermittent fasting helps you regulate your insulin so that you don't become insulin resistant, and your leptin, which is your full hormone. So I've heard it said that if you eat when you're not hungry, how do you know when you're full? So by intermittent fasting, it actually will help with all of those. And the other really cool thing is it will make your food taste better because you'll be eating and enjoying and just really having a wonderful meal. So it's crazy how that works. Another tip, enjoy the sunshine. Vitamin D is the happy vitamin. And if you live in a cold climate that you can't be in the sun, you might want to get a happy light and put it on your desk. So then that way it actually will help you with that vitamin D through the happy light. Okay. So D3 is fat soluble. So it will help you digest, or you want fat, right? Because A, D, E, and K helps with that. Now you want to take D3 with K2. K2, one of the cool things it does is it takes the calcium out of your arteries and shuttles it into your bones. If you want info on that, go ahead and just email me at Tracee@highenergygirl.com and I'll forward you over those studies. So D3, K2, sunlight, no sunscreen. The toxins in sunscreen are horrible for you, but you want to go outside for at least like 15, 20 minutes a day and let it hit your skin. Also, self-care. You can't pour from an empty cup, girls. You can't. So by loving yourself up first and doing things to nourishing yourself, you'll better perform in all the other, use your words, Tracee, all the other areas of your life, and without resentment, okay? For God loves a cheerful giver. Eat quality protein. So Louise from Keto Gains taught me, protein is your goal, carbs are your limit, fat is your lever. So if you're lifting heavy stuff, you want to make sure you hit your protein macros. All right. So, and plus when we age, we have age-related muscular atrophy, meaning that we have age disease, like your muscles atrophy with age. Okay. So by eating more protein and working those muscles every day, then you can avoid that. Oh, age-related sarcopenia. That's what it's called. It also takes calories to digest protein. It's the thermic effect of food. So when you eat protein, say it was 100 calories, but it takes 20 calories to break it down. Okay, so that way protein is really good for you. It's your friend. You need all 20 amino acids for different metabolic processes. And so it's really, really important. I can't stress that enough. And so you want animal protein. So protein can lower blood sugar and blood pressure levels, both. Okay. Next up, lift heavy things. Super important. Okay. We want to be able to lift our stuff for the rest of our lives and not have to rely on other people, right? So when you lift heavy things, you create more strength in your body. And you want to couple that with stretching or mobility work. So stretching lengthens your muscles. Mobility work increases the range of motion in your joints. Both are equally important. I see everybody wanting to lose weight, so they are cardio queens. They do cardio, cardio, cardio. Well, guess what? You need more things. So my clients do strength training, cardio, because your heart needs cardio, mobility work, and yoga for stretching. Also things like foam rolling, but lifting heavy things, don't be afraid of it. I lift really heavy and I'm not big. So many women say, oh, I don't want to get all bulky. Well, I'm not bulky. At least I don't think I am. So anyways, but you want to challenge yourself safely, slowly, and securely, okay? Next up, herbs and spices are your friends. So there's so many healing properties in herbs and spices. Like way back, hundreds of years ago in ancient areas like India, and they use these spices. So some of my favorites are cumin, chili powder, turmeric, ginger, cinnamon. And I'm telling you, they make your food taste better and they actually have fat burning qualities. Now, other herbs like cilantro, rosemary, oregano, all of them have medicinal qualities. So add them to your food. They are anti-inflammatory and they have amazing antioxidants. Now, what is an antioxidant? Some people don't realize. So when you breathe, okay, the oxygen that you breathe that gives you life actually creates something called oxidative stress in your body. It's kind of like an avocado, you leave it out, or an apple, and it gets kind of rusty looking. Well, that's called oxidative stress. So essentially, antioxidants help counter the oxidative stress. Okay, that's all you need to know. Now, eat eggs, especially the yolk. We have chickens, so they're amazing yolks. But yolks are one of the most nutritious foods on the planet. I'll never forget Leanne Vogel was on my show talking about how she eats dried egg yolks, like as a treat or whatever. I haven't tried that yet. Doesn't sound good to me, but they are super, super healthy. Remember, God made eggs with yolks for a reason. They have choline. They are so, so good for you. And they're one of the cheapest, full, complete protein sources on the planet, okay? So get high quality eggs. Now, omega-3 fatty acids are also really important for heart health. So an omega-3 fatty acid would be things like that you find in salmon, in sardines. You can also find them in like flax and chia seeds, but really, truly, you want to eat fish, like the fatty fish, to get your omega-3s at least 3 times a week. Okay, so don't be afraid of it. There's lots of good recipes out there for salmon. I eat sardines, like I can seriously eat them out of the can, wrap them up in a seaweed square, and they kind of taste like my own little sushi. But I was raised that way. My dad fed me sardines and cheddar cheese and salami because he's Sicilian. But you can also mix it just like you would tuna. And sardines are actually better. Smaller fish are actually better than the larger fish because they collect less mercury. Okay, another topic, personal care products. Do you know how many toxins are found in lotions and other things that you put on your skin? It is crazy. Look for things like parabens. Those are really, really bad. They've actually analyzed breast tumors, and most breast tumors have paraben traces inside of them. They are preservatives to keep the cosmetics so they don't go bad. However, your skin is the largest organ and it will suck up all of those chemicals. And we just don't want those toxins in our life, in our body at all. Like, why is there so much increase in cancer these days? Why in 2030 did the WHO say that half of our population would have cancer? Why? I believe it's the toxins in our food, the toxins we put on our skin, the toxins we breathe outside, like the fertilizers and the herbicides and the pesticides and all of the garbage. Those are all chemicals. Okay, so we want to de-chemical our lifestyle as much as possible. So go on the website skindeep.org and you can look up and see what products are listed there so you can decide which products you're going to put on your body. Okay, skindeep.org was designed by the Environmental Working Group, and they've done some great stuff as well with the organic food, like the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. So you can find lots of stuff with them. Put your phone away before going to sleep. Do not sleep with that EMF machine next to your head. Please do not do that. Just put it away, put it on airplane mode. Make sure it's at least 6 feet away from your bed. Really important. Have a positive mindset. Focus on what you want, not on the absence of it. This is Energy Work 101, okay? The law of attraction, the secret. I'm sure you've heard of this stuff, you guys. So you want to raise your vibration by focusing on love, joy, peace, health, happiness, prosperity, everything you want to attract into your life. And just don't even think about stress, doubt, worry, anger, frustration, all the things you don't want to bring into your life, okay? So focus on what you want. That's why I have my clients reading their vision statement every morning and every night. See, your subconscious mind doesn't sleep, but your conscious mind does sleep, okay? So you want to give your subconscious mind something great to focus on, not the news, not a crime show, not any stressors. And that's why on the sleep topic, I had you guys write down your stressors at night. So that way you can sleep peacefully. And your subconscious mind has no discernment and only believes what you feed it. So feed it what you want. Okay? It's just like the visualization, like an athlete. They visualize hitting the ball, making the basket, jumping over the hurdle, breaking the board. They visualize all this stuff, you guys, so you can do it too. It works. It's kind of like the placebo effect. If you believe it's going to happen, it will. All right? Super, super important. And another tip, have a morning routine. Don't let anybody else's agenda get in your way. So what do I mean by that? I mean, make time for the things that are important to you and get them done early in the day. So some of the things I do is I wake up, have my water, I drink 16-ounce glass of water right away, pour my coffee and sit down on the couch where I read. I read some gratitude. I read affirmations. I read the Jesus Calling. I read the Daily Stoic. And I read 10 pages of whatever book I'm reading for the day. I read my vision, and then I meditate for 20 minutes-ish, and then I go to the gym. Okay, I go work out at 7 a.m. every day because it's important to me, and I don't want other things in life to get in the way of that, all right? And you can do that too. So have a morning routine, have an evening routine, a way to unwind, which we talked about in the sleep section. Practice gratitude. Okay, super important because it makes you appreciate everything you already have. It makes you happy. It lights you up, and then it raises your vibration so you can attract more good things. All right, so imagine this story. You have 2 kids. You give them the exact same sweater for Christmas. One of them's like, oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you so much. It's so soft and it will keep me warm so I can go outside and play this winter. And the other one goes, oh God, that is ugly. You gave me a sweater? Oh my gosh, it itches. Which one are you going to want to give a gift to next time? This one, right? Because it makes you feel good. So when people, and that's ourselves included, when we are not thankful for the blessings that we have, then why would God want to give us more? So focus on all things good, little things like this water. It tastes so good to me right now. Like the opportunity to share the things that I study every day with you. Okay, there's so many things with my home, with my pets, I'm going to go walk the dog sticks. It's not raining. Yay. Okay, we're almost done here, you guys. So let's see here. Practice breathing and meditation. Okay, did you know that 10 minutes of meditation a day will increase your immune system by 50%? Yes, I said 50%. So I would love for you to join me in a meditation Monday. You can register at sexybreaths.com and sign up. It's a donation, but I do these every Monday at 5:30 my time, and it's about, we're probably online for about 40 minutes. And basically we do a meditation with Reiki. Yes, I'm a Reiki practitioner. I just got another attunement, so I'm kind of on fire right now. One of my girls that was on it last night, she's like, oh my gosh, I actually thought the phone on my lap was vibrating, but it wasn't. It was her body because of the energy she was absorbing. Super, super important. And last but not least, you guys, I want to announce, if you haven't already heard, we have a charity. It is called Healthy Hope, and it is to help recently widowed women's get healthier and stronger and just be able to be their best selves again after such a devastating loss. You can get information at thehealthyhope.org. We are still waiting for our 501c3 nonprofit status from the IRS, but I expect to get that soon. Hopefully they're working. So anyways, our heart goes out to these ladies. And so if you know of a widow, have them go to thehealthyhope.org. And it all starts with our 5-day Lean Lady Challenge, which anyone can do. So it's www.leanladychallenge.com. Okay, that wraps it up for today, you guys. I hope that you implement one or more of these health tips, because I'm telling you guys, you are your own best health advocate. You are not too old, and it's never too late to get fit, be strong, and feel sexy. And there are so many things that you can do. Don't listen to anybody who tells you otherwise, because our body makes over 1 million new cells every hour, and every 7 years, every single cell in your body is replaced, including your skeleton. Other tissues turn over much faster, but the 7 years is because it takes a long time to replace all the cells in your bones. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we will talk to you on the next episode.